What if I told you that a legend from the golden age of off-road riding has just been reborn? The machine that once ruled the trails, that inspired generations of dirt riders, and that carried the unmistakable Honda spirit of reliability and power, is finally back. Yes, you heard that right. The Honda XR400R has returned for 2026. And this time, it's more refined, more capable, and more thrilling than ever. The XR name carries weight. It's more than a set of letters on a tank. It's a symbol of freedom, durability, and the kind of adventure that starts where the pavement ends. The original XR400R was a legend of the 90s and early 2000s. A simple, bulletproof off-roader with a heart of gold and a chassis built for punishment. But in a world now filled with electronics, rider aids, and heavyweight machines, could Honda really bring the XR spirit back without losing its soul? The answer, as it turns out, is yes. Honda's engineers approached the 2026 XR400R with one clear mission: build a motorcycle that feels like an XR, not just looks like one. It had to be tough, honest, and capable of conquering anything from tight single track to long dirt road expeditions. And somehow they've done exactly that. Let's start with the design. One glance and you know what you're looking at. The 2026 XR400R doesn't hide behind modern curves or flashy graphics. It wears its ruggedness proudly. Tall, lean, and purposeful, with a high fender, a flat seat, and a classic Honda red and white color scheme. It feels like a love letter to the golden era of trail riding. But look closer, and you'll see how smartly Honda has modernized it. The frame is a lightweight aluminum steel hybrid, stronger yet lighter than before. The LED headlight is compact and powerful. The tank is reshaped for better ergonomics, and every component feels built for function over fashion. At its heart beats a brand new 398cc single-cylinder, liquid-cooled engine, an evolution of Honda's proven off-road design philosophy. It's tuned for instant torque and smooth delivery, giving riders that perfect balance between low-end pull and high-rev excitement. You're looking at around 38 horsepower and 35 Newton-meters of torque, not numbers that break records, but power that's incredibly usable. Every twist of the throttle feels predictable, responsive, and alive. And here's the beauty of it. Honda didn't drown the XR400R in unnecessary electronics. You won't find complicated ride modes or endless menus. Instead, you get the essentials: ride-by-wire throttle for precision, switchable ABS, and lightweight traction control tuned specifically for dirt. That's it. Simple, intuitive, and effective. This is a rider's bike, not a computer on wheels. The chassis is where Honda's expertise really shines. The new XR400R's frame geometry strikes a perfect balance between agility and stability. Fully adjustable Showa suspension front and rear offers 250 millimeters of travel, making it ready for whatever terrain you throw at it: rock gardens, river crossings, or endless desert tracks. The front wheel is a 21-inch, and the rear is an 18-inch, wrapped in dual sport rubber that's just as happy digging into dirt as it is gripping tarmac. The ground clearance? A generous 290 millimeters. This is not a soft adventure pretender. It's a real dirt weapon that just happens to be road legal. Comfort and ergonomics have also taken a leap forward. The new seat is slimmer but more supportive, sitting at an adjustable height between 875 and 895 millimeters. The handlebars are wide and perfectly positioned for both seated and standing riding, and the foot pegs are slightly lower to give you a more natural stance when standing on the pegs during rough trail sections. Honda even designed the bodywork to be narrower at the knees, improving control during aggressive off-road riding. And then there's the weight, perhaps the most exciting part for purists. The 2026 XR400R tips the scales at just 132 kilograms dry. That's incredibly light by today's standards, especially considering it's fully road legal and comes with all the essentials like LED lights, mirrors, and indicators. You can literally pick it up after a fall without breaking a sweat. It's old-school simplicity with modern refinement. A Yazimeo formula that makes it irresistible to both seasoned riders and newcomers looking for a real off-road experience. Honda also paid attention to range and reliability. The XR400R gets a 10-liter fuel tank, and thanks to its efficient fuel injection system, it can easily achieve over 28 kilometers per liter. That means you're looking at nearly 300 kilometers of range. Plenty for weekend trail adventures or long rides across backcountry roads. And when it comes to maintenance, Honda kept things friendly. Simple valve adjustments, accessible components, and a design meant to be fixed with basic tools, not a laptop. Of course, no modern Honda would be complete without a touch of practicality. The XR400R comes with a digital LCD dash that shows the essentials: speed, gear position, fuel, and a trip computer. There's even a USB-C port neatly tucked into the handlebar area for charging navigation devices or phones. And for those who like to customize, Honda has launched an entire catalog of factory accessories: skid plates, luggage racks, handguards, and even a rally-style fairing kit that transforms the XR into a mini adventure machine. But here's the surprise. Honda didn't stop with just one model. Alongside the standard XR400R, they're releasing the XR400 Rally Edition. This variant adds longer suspension travel, a larger 15-liter tank, a tall windscreen, and a navigation tower ready for roadbook or GPS mounting. It's essentially a rally bike you can buy straight from the dealership, designed for riders who dream of tackling events like the Baja 1000 or Dakar-inspired rallies. The Rally Edition brings back the spirit of endurance racing that defined Honda's off-road heritage, blending it perfectly with modern durability and performance. So who is the 2026 XR400R for? It's for the rider who values freedom over flash. It's for the adventurer who prefers the sound of gravel under their tires to the hum of city traffic. It's for those who want a motorcycle that rewards skill, encourages exploration, and delivers thrills without filters. This bike isn't about showing off horsepower. It's about connecting you directly to the terrain, the ride, and that unmistakable Honda spirit. The new XR400R isn't trying to compete with massive adventure bikes loaded with screens and sensors. It doesn't want to be the most powerful or the most luxurious. Instead, it returns to the core idea of what an off-road motorcycle should be: simple, strong, and endlessly capable. It's a reminder that sometimes less is more. And that true adventure begins when technology steps back and the rider steps up. As you twist the throttle, the new engine responds with that familiar XR growl, raw, confident, and eager. The suspension floats over rocks, the tires bite into dirt, and you realize that despite 2 decades of evolution, the soul of the XR hasn't changed. It's still the same unstoppable companion it always was, just smarter, smoother, and ready for the modern world. So, has Honda done it again? Has the 2026 XR400R truly captured the essence of what made the XR series great? Judging by what we've seen, the answer is yes. The king of simplicity is back, stronger than ever. This has been the story of the all-new 2026 Honda XR400R, an off-road legend reborn for a new generation of riders. This is Acer Rider signing off. Until next time, keep your throttle steady, your wheels dirty, and your adventure alive.